Hey Marky, let's make our Green Goodness Smoothie. That way we'll remember the recipe. What do you say to that? Huh? This is what we make every morning, isn't it? Every morning, isn't it? Alright. So you have this, and there we go. You have I'm going to do a blend. I do spinach. We usually get different spinach. This is good. And we do, Mark, tell them what we do. Sunflower seeds. And I just get them already deshelled. And they aren't salted or anything. Although, I mean, salt's not bad or anything. But they're just raw sunflower seeds. So, what I decided one day, I don't know what led to this, but one day I just wanted to have a ton of spinach. I love spinach. And I think I saw something in one of the NutriBullet books about it was just a really green smoothie, and it looks great. So I decided to try and make my own, and this is actually really, really good. I guess I should prep it with an apple. Let me check the fridge. Well, first thing I'll have to do is get. God bless you. God bless you, Mark. I get an apple here. These are rather big. Alright. So the ingredients I use are an apple, or maybe even two, depending, usually like an apple and a half or so. I use a handful, or I don't know, maybe about half a cup, I guess, of sunflower seeds. I've never really estimated it. I pack it as full of spinach as I possibly can. So let me rinse this off real quick. Should have had this prepared. Alright. I don't know where the cutting board is. So I do de-seed these apples because you can't actually get, well, technically cyanide poisoning, but you'd have to eat an enormous amount of apples, like either 8 or 10 in one sitting for it to even have an effect. In fact, from what I've read, it might even be good cyanide that you'd be getting. I have no idea. I'm not a nutritionist by any means, so I'm not certain what that would even entail. But in short, if you're juicing with apples, I don't think you really have to worry much about the seeds. But just since I'm blending them, I figure I'd take it out anyhow. So. Okay, so this is a really big apple. I may not even use the whole thing because when you blend with spinach, you really. I just picked up an apple seed with my toe. When you blend with spinach, you really don't taste it a whole lot. So it's really actually nice to blend with. Lately, I've been putting in kale as well, but my wife took the kale, so I don't have any for today. That's okay, right, buddy? Here, come around here for the camera to see. Here, you get to go watch yourself when you make this one day, huh? Okay, now you can see you right down there in the corner. You see you? You see yourself? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do the apples here. And I dice them up, fairly fine for just enough to blend. I actually put in the spinach first because I like packing the spinach. So check this out. I do a man's grip of spinach, I guess. And then I do another. And I actually pack this as full of spinach as I can get without clogging the apparatus. As you can see here, this is really packed full. So this is the colossal cup. This is the biggest cup that it comes with in the NutriBullet. So I have it pretty much really compact, halfway. It recommends you balance things out and stuff, but you know, what fun is life with balance? I mean, let's have some fun, you know? And then what I do is I'll take maybe like a small handful of these sunflower seeds, which really makes it stick out in flavor. It's good. Put a little bit more. And I just do this intuitively. I don't measure much or anything. I want to put a little bit more. That's probably good on this one. Okay, so put this up. Hang on, Marky. We're making our Green Goodness Smoothie. Hang on. Okay. All right, so in terms of the apple, I've learned throughout this whole process you really don't want to overload things. So, but you need fruit for smoothie because of the fiber that's left over from the skin of the veggies to make it sweet. You do need that too. So I always leave room now for you know. There you go, Mark. I always leave enough room for the apples. And I don't know, I've kind of shied away from bananas lately. I eat like one a day instead of 3 or 4 that I was doing. Because I don't know, I was worried about getting too much potassium because I drink coconut water too and eat coconut meat. I just want to make sure I'm not overdoing anything. Sunflower seeds, ton of spinach, and roughly an apple and a half to 2 apples. I know what I do is I've learned this too because I like loading things in, but there's the max line right there. I don't know if you can see it. Kind of hard to see probably, but I usually take it about maybe an inch to a half inch over that, and I found that it works fairly well as long as you don't have this packed up to the very top. So that's that. And then I let it bloom for probably 45 seconds or so. Can't eat it yet.